Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Andrea Solorzano, and welcome. This channel, we talk all things about manifestation, personal development, and personal growth. So if you're into that kind of content, then please like and subscribe and support my channel. Today's video is my story. A lot of you know that I just started my YouTube channel. I really wanted to get into my story and tell you a little bit about how I grew up and why I decided to do this type of sacred work. Okay. Okay, so let's get right into it. I grew up with a single mother, and my mother immigrated from the Dominican Republic. So she moved here when she was 14, and she moved to New York City, and that's where she met my dad. My dad and her, obviously they made that love, and they ended up moving to California with my dad's family. After that, and so that's when she had my sister. After that, she had 2 more kids, and I'm the baby, so I was the last kid. But unfortunately, my dad didn't end up staying in our family because he had his own mental health issues. He had schizophrenia, and he was also addicted to drugs. So my mom basically had just herself, and she ended up meeting somebody else. This was my ex-stepfather, or my stepfather at the time. My stepfather was not a good person. So he recently, my sister actually just put him to jail. He sexually abused my sister and I, and was really hard. So my stepfather had a very strong influence on our family. He brought us into a religion. It's a Seventh-day Adventist religion, and it was, I don't know, I feel like the rules or just like the guidance that we were told was kind of tweaked. So it was a cult. We were told what to wear, we were told how we can dress, who we can talk to, and we had very, very strong and specific routines when we would get home, specific chores and specific things that we can do in the house. It's basically the whole like manipulation of being able to sexually abuse us and basically brainwash us. So as you can imagine, I grew up with low self-esteem. I grew up with abandonment issues, daddy issues, and I also grew up with suicide ideation. So there was just a cluster of just low vibration energy, and the environment that I was in was essentially very, very toxic, and I knew there was something absolutely wrong. I just couldn't understand, obviously, the world. I couldn't understand it. I was a kid. So by the time I got to college, I had all this baggage, all this stuff that I hadn't like really dealt with, and I was like basically trying to run away from it. So all this baggage really follows me once I get to college, and I am raped in college. So the pattern is still continuing. As you can imagine, I was very, very unhappy, and I knew I just wanted something to change. And so I knew I had to change my story. So what I did was I went within and I asked myself, what do I truly deserve? What do I truly want? What am I gonna do to get there? And how can I serve other people? It's really what's brought me to where I am today. This is the most vulnerable I've ever been with anybody. I don't usually share my story with anybody, and I just wanted to do the thing that was gonna scare me and also empower me to use my story to help empower others. So I hope this gives you guys kind of like a well-rounded view of how I grew up. It's obviously everything in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions about anything, I'd be happy to answer them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!